All right, we had him come in last week to talk about saving money for college, and he gave us some real eye-opening advice for you. Well, now Ron Carruthers from Ducerus College Solutions is back to talk about where you can get free money for your child for college. And we were just talking a second ago, Ron, and maybe many people are tuning out saying, I don't need to pay attention to this because my child's not a high school senior. If your kid is in preschool, you need to pay attention because you need to start making changes now, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you need to pay attention as soon as they're born. I mean, my business is focused around late-stage college planning, which are parents who maybe forgot to save or lost money in the market. But if you've got a little kid, you need to pay attention to this right now.
Let's talk about free money. I love the word free.
Yeah,
how do we get it?
does.
Because going to college is so expensive. I don't care what level of college you're at. It is not cheap. Where do we get the free stuff?
Okay, well, there's 4 specific things I think we're going to talk about today for your audience.
Okay.
Number 1 is right now is Cal Grant season. So the Cal Grant is a grant that the state of California has had since the 50s, and it's designed to keep good students in the state so they become taxpayers later, and get them to college so they're educated and can make a good living.
Okay.
And so there's 2 things families need to do to get this. And no matter how much money you make, you need to file the paperwork now, and I'll explain in a moment. Number 1, you need to fill out the free application for federal student aid,
okay,
which is online and free. And you need to do it absolutely no later than March 2nd, even if your taxes aren't done, guess, and clean it up later.
Okay.
And then the second thing you need to do is get a verification form from your school that allows them to release your grades to the commission. And if you qualify, which families can make a good living and still qualify, it pays free tuition at any Cal State or UC school. And right now it's up to almost $10,000 at a private school. They may reduce that because of the budget. But
now, do you owe this money back later? Are they going to come hunting you down?
Absolutely not.
You
it's
don't?
Totally
okay.
free.
Okay. So he just said the deadline is March 2nd to get that application.
Yes.
Find it online, download it, fill it out as best you can, get the paperwork you need from the school. Boom, that's taken care of. You got
Correct.
that one in. Okay, number 2, explanation of the Board of Governors waiver. What is that?
So here's what it is.
Okay.
The Cal Grant, in certain cases, does not apply at a community college. And so the community colleges have a program called the Board of Governors waiver that, again, we see families all the time that have no clue that they would be eligible for it.
Okay.
Basically, you do have to be a fairly low-income family. However, it waives 100% of your tuition at any of the community colleges here. And so it's a modest amount of paperwork. It's literally 1 page or 2 pages, and you need to bring them a little bit of tax information, and boom, all your classes
Okay, where
are
do
free.
we even get the waiver at?
You could actually get it from the community college themselves in the financial aid office.
Okay, go to the financial aid office of the community college,
Correct.
get the Board of Governors waiver, that's what it's called, fill it out. You need to get some tax information as well.
Correct.
Boom, that one's off, sent in.
And if you're eligible for that, you're most likely eligible for a Pell Grant also, which will now pay your living expenses even if your kid lives at home. So it'll give you additional money like a check back while your kid's going to school.
Okay.
The government's serious about getting people educated. It's just most people don't know where to look.
Okay, now let's talk about, because we only have 1 minute left, the Veterans Waiver for those who have served and have a disability?
Correct.
Okay.
So we live in a military town
Yes.
where there's a lot of current military and ex-military, and the state schools have a program where any veteran that has retired with a 0% disability or higher, I didn't even know there was such a thing as a 0% disability. It means something might go wrong in the future. But if you have that, you can get free tuition at, again, any Cal State or UC, and it's not income sensitive. So you can make more money and still qualify for that. But again, there's paperwork involved, and you have to go to the VA office and get it.
Okay, that's where it is.
1-page form again.
Okay, so we're almost out of time here, but there is some information that any of our viewers, if you have a question, I want you to call this number at 1-760-814-8591 or go to www.ducerus.com. I guarantee you Ron will be able to help you save money somehow in all of this. Here's what I want you to do. Will you come back and talk to us about all of these scholarships that are out there that no one knows even exist, and how do we find out about these and apply for them, and do we even have a chance once we do apply for them?
Absolutely.
Okay, because we were supposed to talk about that today, but we're flat out of time, but I think that's so important as well. So I'm going to take the official step and invite you to come back again.
You got it. I'll be here.
Okay, Ron, thanks again. Your advice really helps out a lot of families.
Thank you.